find my email. And to redirect you. Okay, what best? We're in. Hack the planet. We're in. I use that great tool, Lovable. Nice. We're gonna learn about Lovable tonight. Nothing compares Manus for autopilot stuff. If you find anything better, please share. No, you're right. Like Manus is, I would even put GenSpark close to Manus. I would put GenSpark close to Perplexity, but I wouldn't put it close. There's nothing. I mean, there's also RuCode, but I haven't played with RuCode yet. Bash Tool. Have you heard of Bolt? Do you guys recommend Lovable or Bolt? Because the goal here, I don't know, you guys, I'm gonna defer to you guys, because I want to create an RPG app that's a game that teaches NLP and personal development. So do you guys want Lovable or Bolt? Which one's Lovable's easy? So which one? We try both. Just want Bolt for sure. Okay. Keep It B says already you're one on the Madness comment. So like Lovable easy, but Bolt for sure. Why? I'm curious. B. I'm more interested in Bolt then now. Why Bolt? I'm just curious because I think you're right. Bolt and then Lovable second. Hey Sharon, we're deciding on Bolt versus Lovable. I get the Lovable's easy part, but if I want to do this as like an RPG game, we may try both. I don't mind both. Let's see how far we get with Lovable and then Bolt for sure. Cursor. I know it's like Lovable, Bolt, Cursor. Which one? Let's just play with them all, and then we'll. Is more for advanced programming? I'm not advanced. I'm pretty basic. Bolt is more complex. Yeah, I'm not that advanced. I mean, maybe, but let's skip this. Let's see how far we get with Lovable, and then if we have time, I'll switch over to Bolt, and we'll see if we do Bolt again. Okay. Okay, what I want to do. Just kind of scanning. Okay, let's build something. Let's do the. I want to do this. This is going to be interesting. Okay, I'm going to actually use GenSpark again. Use Super Agent. I'm going to take the ultimate NPA or the ultimate guide for NLP guide. I'm going to take this and I'm going to save it as a doc. Download doc. Cool. I'm going to give this to GenSpark and I'm going to say I want you to take the attached guidebook on NLP and create a project requirement document for an app that is a RPG game for teaching NLP with an assessment to score the user when they start, and then have side quests for each topic from each topic. Good enough. And then I know you guys we're kind of making this up as we go. Then after the user takes the assessment, it recommends where to start, what side quest to start. What's a good, your YouTube sound is low. Yeah, my YouTube, I say test 1 2 1 2. No, it's not my microphone. Volume is very, no, it's definitely me. I'm also speaking very low too. Let's see. Let me figure out why my audio. Sorry, we're gonna do a little tech support. We're gonna do just a little tech support real quick. Hold on. I'll bring you guys down here so we can play with this for a second then. let's fix this now. Bear with me. Money you can make with the software is infinite as long as the prompt is well and the templates is good. All right. Keep it B. You're definitely going to be the MVP tonight for sure. Okay, I need an input. Sorry, I have to figure this out. Heard you clearly when you said test 1, test 2. Oh. Test 1, test 2. Is that better? Test, test, test. Toast, toast, toast. Test, test, test. Oh, it is picking up the mic. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think that's why. Cool. Sorry. I didn't talk with the mics. Okay, cool. So I don't have to do anything then. It is picking up the microphone. Perfect. Okay, cool. Sorry. Nice. So let me... Do I need to do anything? No. Okay, cool. Oh, good to know. Finally, I hear you. Well, sorry. Everyone else is... yeah, especially on YouTube. I got to do the microphone, and then I could get the Streamlabs working. So, okay, cool. Awesome. Cool, because I got scared there because I thought my mic went out. I was like, no, where's my mic? Okay, cool. So now let's just attach this document and let's see what GenSpark comes up with. Dang it. I'm down to pay, but who can I give this to for now? I'm going to give this to Gemini. Hey, Gemini. We meet it. Wait. Is this Gemini? Hold on. Gemini Studio. Oh, hey, Gemini Studio. We meet again. I'm going to give the prompt to you because I don't want to buy anything right now. Maybe that. Okay, so I'm going to give the prompt to you, and I'm going to attach the upload file. Currently doesn't support this file. Why don't you support the file? Okay, you want a PDF. Fine, that's okay. We will work around your pickiness. PDF. Nice. Hope everyone's having a good night. We're pretty much just going to see if we can create a video game instead of this for... Okay, wait. There we go. Okay, much better. And then it's scanning, extracting, doing its thing. Do a CSV, CVS. I don't know if it will do a CVS. Okay, cool. I want Gemini to create a business requirement document, so then I could give this to Lovable, because I could try my best to prompt it, but I'm like, I'd rather give it a proper, because I'm going to treat him like a software developer, and I'm going to give him something that he can be more comprehensive on, because I really want this RPG game. I really want this personal development RPG game based on NLP. Like, that would be clutch. Like, that would be something I want to play with. And why not? Okay, cool. This is looking good. Purpose to NLP crest. Okay, looking good. Yeah, this is a prompt right here. User, Jesus. This is better. This is way better of a prompt than I could have ever prompted. So this is dope. Using the new skill set of, isn't this a super prompt? This is a prompt. I'm going to give this to Lovable. Like, AI talking to AI. Way better. Okay. Nice. Even success metrics. Okay, cool. So now we can take this and here and copy, and then we're going to give this to Lovable. Hey, Lovable. Like, attach, import. Okay. Go forth. Oh, wait. I should be signed in, though. Hold on. Let's refresh. I should have an account. Okay, I'm logged in. Okay, cool. Let me just redo, paste. That's all the BRD. Okay, and go. All right, we're building our first app. And that's a hell of a prompt. How does this correlate to leads? Well, right now we're just having fun. We're just learning AI. Basically, okay, if we want to think about how business, it's like learning how to build an app is a way. to sell, to get leads, to get, for example. But technically, right now, we're just continuing our 6 p.m. series where we're trying to build on how to. We were just playing with GenSpark, which is actually really valuable. And so here, it's cooking right now. It's doing a lot of things. So spinning up a preview. This is interesting. I want an NLP personal development game, which is like dope. But see how like you've seen people use Lovable. I'm sure you haven't seen people use a BRD document. No worries, because we're this is super. The other thing with like AI skills is to play with them. Spend at least 45 minutes a day and just play with the tools. Play with them. Don't have a business objective, because now with that experience from 6 p.m. show, now I know how to use GenSpark or no, now I know how to use Google Gemini 2.5. That now, since I'm out of credits for Manus and I'm out of credits for GenSpark, I'm like, who else can I rely on? Oh, Gemini. Let's put you to work. So it's really helpful to just be playing with the different tools with no objective, and then basically I want to learn. I want to learn a skill set. I want to learn how to build an app. I've never built an app before. Well, at least using these no code tools. So this is just my first practice with Lovable, but I think that is already a good start. Like that as a prompt is like pretty good. Do you need assistance? No. Hope you have a great day, B. Appreciate it. Don't come into the chat asking for business. That's a little rude. WW. So that's pretty advanced. Because this comes from Prompt the Prompter. What's up, NAKYANZI? I can't pronounce that. I'm like horrible with names. What do you do? I am an AI consultant that has an online community. Don't let the hoodie and hair fool you. I have a community of about 62 entrepreneurs that are all using AI in their business. They're all building apps. They're using AI for creating content. They're learning AI skills to stay up to date, for example. And so right now, oops, we got an error. Let's see. Nice. Let's take a look at it. And then Atlanta photographer, you definitely actually you definitely need to learn AI, because I already know some photographers who are out of a job because they got replaced by AI. Okay, so hey, yeah, I want to show me the log. Syntax. I want to at least know. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what I'm looking at, but I'm kind of curious. Sometimes the errors. Hey, try to fix it. This is all coders do. It's just like Google bugs. I can see here. So I use Opus for my clients and myself. Nice. Yeah, now you could. There's Buffer. Buffer's really good for that. Do you have international entrepreneurs in your community? International. We have one guy in Australia. We have some people in the UK. We have people in Canada. We have people in Jamaica, Sharon. We have people in Brazil, which is Monica. So I'd say we're pretty international. I was pretty impressed. Wait, what? Did we just what? Okay, people. All right. This took 3 minutes in, and we have a game that we could play. Okay, wait. I wanna now set power. Okay, embark on your journey. Yo, NLP Quest, master technology of achievement through an epic adventure. Embark on a journey through your mind, unlock powerful mental techniques, and transform your approach into challenges and goals. This RPG game will teach you real world skills from NLP. Set goals, reframe challenges, build a better rapport. This is dope. Okay, begin my journey. No way. No way. This is what? Okay, I want to call myself Dr. AI. This is exactly what I want. Wait, what? Okay, oh, it's doing the assessment. Yo, yo. Okay, this was first prompt. First prompt. I'm a software developer. This is dope. Okay, I'm just gonna pick random stuff. Rating, like 5 minutes in, and we have a game, right? But also notice, here's more important thing. The reason why we were able to shortcut to get to this part already, like whilst just to also catch people up, We use basically all what I call the three wise men. We use Manus, we use Manus, we use it was actually Manus, Claude 3.7, and GenSpark for the research. Put all that into a document, and then took that document, gave it to Google Gemini. Also, we used Google Gemini for research, which was phenomenal, actually, like really good. And then from the research, we put it in a PDF. Then we gave it back to Gemini and said, "Hey, here's all the research. Take this research um, and build a business requirement document." That is very comprehensive. That like even that step right. I've only seen a few people do that, and I thought that was like super fascinating. I was like, oh, that's an interesting concept. And so that is the most comprehensive of a prompt that we put that into Lovable to get to where we are right now. So I'm sure there's a lot of beginners that's the workflow basically of like if we want to talk about it. How to use apps to publish them once we create them. Wonder how to use the apps or publish them. There's ways to like paywall or publish. I'm not that advanced yet, but right now we're just. But yes, you could eventually monetize these apps, put them behind a paywall, deploy them. I'm sure there's a lot of. See, I'm not. My app technically doesn't use any tokens. It's just an RPG game, so I'm not that much at risk if anyone hacks it because there's like no user profiles, there's no accounts. It's just a simple RPG game that there's like, do you have any free copy coder alternative? No, no. Lovable has pre-built features for database. Nice. I mean, this is pretty slick. Okay, so I'm just gonna spam through this survey right here. But this is what I wanted. I wanted to assess the user before they started the game, so then they can see how, by going through the game, they can see how they've um, evol- improved. Awesome. The research and prep was powerful prompt that made the difference, right? That's the because this is and I encourage everyone on the call, play with Gemini. Play with like sign up for Google Studio. It's all completely for free. Google 2.5 for Gemini 2.5 was pretty comprehensive. It's not a Manus, like it's definitely not even close to a Manus kind of thing. But if I think of it like a personal assistant, that's like super powerful for sure. Oh, and I get a score. Okay, it would be nice to make a productivity or habits app. I've seen habit trackers and productivity kind of thing. Because here's the other thing, what I'm curious about testing is like, can you take a, sorry, people on YouTube, can you take a book that's best selling and turn it into an interactive game to make it, I mean, to gamify it basically. So that's where I'm like super curious. That's what I'm curious about testing here because then we could take best-selling books, gamify them, put them on a website, charge $5 a month to play with them, and then you've got personal development apps that people will. I think it's more fun to gamify that. So, state communication. This demonstrate. Okay, so then continue to quests. Oh, what? Yo, this is see that's why the other thing too is like knowing what's the best tool for what you're trying to do. Like Gemini Spark tried to do this. It got kind of close. Like I'll show you guys where we last left off with it. To see, oh, it's actually this one. Like it gave us the rough concept for what we were looking for here. And then what was that website? Liveweave. I gotta bookmark this place. Liveweave, HTML CSS Playground. Because this, oh, here's Mine Architect. Dope. So this was version 5, basically. But at this point, I already knew that we outgrown the tool. Like technically, this wasn't the path forward. So now we're in version 6. What happened? Oh, I refreshed it. That's okay. Doctor, oops. This is, yo, for a first. Okay, got my score. Continue for a first round. I want to see how far we get with this. I got a score. Okay. And then you've got different requests. Yo, this is dope. Hello, Berto. We're turning a book into a RPG game using an app and learning AI skills along the way. Yo, recommended, completed. It will even show, yo, I like this. This may be the future of education, honestly. Like, okay, I want to go through the foundations. Oh, there's even unlock. So you could play the first level for free, and then if you want to play the advanced levels, you have to pay. I love that because, okay, low key, I'll give you guys a little secret. I technically have a voice coach, and so I have a singing app that I just bought, and the singing app functions that same way. You get the first foundation lessons for free, and then the next upgrade lessons you have to pay for it. And because I went through that free trial and played with the app, I haven't found anything better than that app. So I was like, oh yeah, you're worth buying the rest of it because I want more. So I like that as like a business model. Now you can role play with a bot. I know this is how far. Wait till I hook up my 11 Labs voice to this somehow, and then it's me talking to myself with this. Like, yo, okay, I want to start a quest. How did it do the Greek? How did it do? Okay, so quests. Okay, so quests aren't developed yet, which is nice. Interesting. Still pretty good. Okay, so let's see how far we get. I want. I want. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take. I'm going to go back to Google. I'm going to now say, hey, I'm going to paste the entire book. I'm going to get the whole book. Oh, wait, hold on. Downloads. Okay, this is interesting. I want the whole book, which is here. I'm just going to Command A, Command C, copy, done. And I'm going to give this to Gemini. I'm going to shift, paste. So it has, okay, so then it has the whole book, basically. And then I'm going to say, oh, it refreshes. Okay, wait. Spam, doesn't matter. Begin, go through. And then here, I'm going to take, hold on, I'm going to move this into another screen so I can take a bigger screenshot of this. Hold on, bear with me. I want to take a screenshot of this. Cool. Okay, so I took a screenshot of the app, and now I'm going to use Google 2.5 Gemini, and I'm going to say attached. I'm going to pound. Here is the chapters from the full book. It's like struggling with memory right now. Okay, cool. Colon, and then here I'm going to put an instruction, and I'm going to say attached are images from the first mock-up of the app. Create the what's it called? Create the product requirement document for the lessons. It's slow because we're spamming a whole book basically. Can I paste the image? I think I may have to upload the image as a file. Okay, so I have to upload the image as a file. Okay, cool. I'll do that. Okay, oh boy. Oh, am I running out of memory? No. Okay, hold on. Happy thoughts. What's up, Erica? Sorry. I think Google Studio. I don't mind if I have to start over. That's okay. running out of memory. This was requirements. Maybe this one we don't need. Okay, we'll do this then. Okay. I'm gonna get, oh man, so can you just paste images? Oh, you can. Okay, cool. Okay, so then we're going to say, right now we have the game. Okay, so wait. Create, use the book chapters below to create the, was it product requirement doc? It's a new word for me. Product requirement documents for each lesson from the image, which is the mock-up of the app. The PRDs will have the lessons and lessons and topics, and I don't want to say exercises, but yeah, exercises for the user to learn the topic in the module, and then they get a score for completing the app or completing the lesson. Below is the full chapters of the book. Use that as information to create the lessons for the game in a PRD for me to give to the app developer. Cool. Shift, pound, book, all the book details. Here is the book. Shift enter, and then here we're going to get the book. Where's the book? Here's the book. PDF, Command A, copy, and paste the whole book. Okay, and there's the whole book, and run. Yes. This is gonna work. This is super advanced. So now we got version 1. We're gonna go all the way down. So it's thinking it's gonna create a new BRD. While that happens, I want to hear what else? Okay, so it does the assessment, shows the levels, and then I want to have a button to start a new assessment to begin. Actually, I want 2 buttons. One to start a new journey, which starts the assessment. The other to go straight to the lessons. We're just going to give Lovable just a small task while we wait for, I don't need this, while we wait for this guy to create a new business requirement document. These are prompts, mega prompts. These are super awesome mega prompts. I really want this NLP video game. I want to play this. Okay, cool. So now it gives me all of this. So I'm going to copy this, and then while he's done, okay, so he's making changes. Now we got our 2 buttons. Skip the lessons, begin journey. Okay, just give him a small task, something to do while we now give him this and this. Go to work. So now, hopefully, thank you for providing the detailed product requirement documents for the side quests. I understand these models need to be integrated, blah, blah, blah. Let me review existing before making any changes. The game hub component already done. As you mean, okay, wait. Would you like me to make the start requests button function so they navigate to there, or focus on implementing first? Do all three in order. So yes, do all those changes in order. Okay, so right now it's gonna say, yep, I will help you. So I guess these buttons don't technically work. Oh, you could play with it. Wow, this is a dope game. I would so play this right now and level up with NLP content, because it's basically, if you think about it, it's like Duolingo, but instead of learning a language, you're learning neurolinguistic programming techniques for your brain. Like, that's super nerdy. That's the type of stuff that I get nerdy about. Can you explain what I'm watching? Yeah, we're basically, hold on, would feed through help with this process for next time? What is that? I don't know. Let's go feed do. Maybe. Yeah. It actually is really good for a prompt generator, actually. For a lot of people, this is feed. There you go. Feed do, feed dough, feed dough, feed the dough. Schnozberries. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. So FeedDo is basically a free prompt generator. It's really good. You feed in a prompt, and then it basically will give you an actual prompt to use. I technically just use ChatGPT, but I'll use ChatGPT to basically be the prompt. But that's where we're using Google AI Studio, because we can feed it. Because what we're doing here is we're taking advantage of the 1 million token context window, which is basically the size of, let's say, all the books from Harry Potter that you could just dump into this little window right here. So that's what we're basically doing. We're having it do all the consumption and then to create the requirement documents so Lovable can go and create it. So okay, let's see. I've implemented the system request, creating a quest page that modifies. Okay, system now allows the user to start any quest from the game hub, navigate to the modules, complete the request, earn XP, level up when enough XP is earned, and then return to the hub after completing the request. Nice. The game commands are quite large, over 200 lines. So you may want to consider refactoring it into smart commands to maintain. Sure, refactor it for better maintaining after the testing and current. Okay, so I'll make a note to refactor later. So welcome NLP. We're basically we're on version 6. Feed the dough. Feed it. So now I want to skip to the lessons. Nice. I go straight to the lessons. Dope. I've got XP, 1000 XP, core skills. I want to start a quest now. Yes, this is what I want. This is what I want. Okay, introduction. Future, we can add lessons here. Cool. Then the map is not the territory, and then you can add more context about this. Nice. Positive intention. Nice. Nice. And then nice. And you just kind of go through each lesson. Then what happens? So, okay, so it just guides the. So how could you make it more Duolingo? So it is missing information, which we do have to feed it. So and then charting the course. Okay, so in that case, what I want to do is for the foundations, lesson, give me the text to add for, how many lessons is that? Okay, skip the lessons, start the quest. 6 lessons for the six lessons, and include exercises for the user to do. Here are mock-ups of the game to give you more understanding of how it's built so far. Okay. So I'm going to take a screenshot of here, give that to it, and then it already knows the screenshot. So actually I'm going to feed it the screenshots of all the lessons. So then it knows how to fill those out, and then I'll give give the text. That will give me the text to add to here. So we're adding pictures for, almost there. Oops, hit a bug. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more lessons. We're building a video game. And then, cool. Okay, so it has all 6. Run. For the founder, give me the text to add for each 6 lessons and the exercises. Yes, that's what I want. And then I'll take these, and then I'll give it back, and then it will fill in, because it makes sense. The BRD is just business requirement documents, just kind of going over through the whole workflow. While it's doing that, recommended, completed, beginner, and then you complete each one, you get XPs based on it. I'm an adventurer, I'm a mind explorer, and then the different levels. Nice. Okay, what else do I want to add to it? You'll need it to store user info. Okay. You see the lightning bolt in the upper right hand corner? That's the database. You'll need it to store user info. So shout out to Angel, who's saying, hey, if you click this button, connect to a Supabase. Okay, Supabase. Okay, I'm gonna sign up for Supabase. Sign up for Supabase, new account. Okay. But that's for user info, which I'm not opposed to. Okay, so sign up now. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do the login off screen real quick. While that's working, I'll give you something like this to look at. Okay. Hello, simple. I'm signing into Supabase. And then create a password. Okay. Username and password, save. Sign in. Invalid. Sign up. I'm just signing up for Supabase so that we can have users. Oh, I need a letter. Sign up. Okay, so I gotta check my email. I am checking my email real quick. Confirming my email. Sorry, these are the boring stuff that's not shown. Okay, so now we have Supabase. Oh, let's see. What type? Personal? Yes. Free. Okay. And then it's good to have a username, like username and password, to help for each status so they could keep. Sure, we can do that. And then I should create a Supabase password. Create a new Supabase. Supabase. I'll just do this. Create. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and we're going to copy this, and I'm going to say, hey, Lovable, come back to the project. Here is the text to add to the foundation lesson. Paste. Did I copy all of it? Yeah, we copied all this. Okay, so now I gave it all the text for the lesson. So do the text for the lesson. And then while that working, okay, we're getting kind of nerdy with the, okay, I got Supabase on the side. We'll come back to Supabase. Interesting, super dope, okay. Now, what you thinking about? Have a good night, Alfredo. Have a great week. We're just trying to see how far we can go with this app. Okay, I'll add the detailed components. So then it's going to write and then keep that in probably a special ooh, nerdy. Computer hacker code. All right. Man, you kids are so lucky to have this. I'm not going to lie. Back in my day, we had to learn Stack Overflow and read code from scratch and throw our computer out the window because we missed a semicolon somewhere. Like, you kids are spoiled with your Lovable. Back in my day, we had to Google code. Jesus. Interesting how it's all storing it. Nice. This is wild. This is so dope. That's so nerdy. I know one missed bracket and all of a sudden the whole thing's useless, and you're gonna spend a week like going through the whole thing, and then you have to spend money on the extra VS Code that does like the color stuff to like. I made an app with Lovable, but it has its limits. Yeah, I figured because like we're just trying to see how far we get with Lovable. I may play with Bolt next in another series, just to see how far we get, because we could probably export the code or something and then move it into Bolt or something. So this is because the other thing, so the other thing while it's doing its thing is that I already see the use for it. The use for it is what I would call easy business tools. So like in your business, there's some mundane type of stuff that you have to do, or you're like inputs, upload some files, and then turn those files into charts, or analyze the data or something like that. Oh, it's done. So this is where it's almost like the difference between Manus and GenSpark and Perplexity. Each one is going to Sharon laughs. Back in my day, this is going to be a while. When I have my kids, they're going to be like, Dad, you still use Lovable? Man, all we do is blink twice and we have an app and it's instantly a hologram that's on the wall. Oh, you have to read code? Dad, no one reads code anymore. No one uses Lovable. And we'd be like, shut up. I'm taking away your future pad, your Z pad access. I'm going to kick you outside and force you to play under the sun. No, not the sun. It's hot. These kids. Okay, so now I want to skip to lessons. Now I should start the quest. And we got some lesson information. Decent. Okay, welcome to this before we dive in. So we just basically added some text. Mapped, and then here, map is not the territory. Why is this so crucial? This, I don't know, I'm getting kind of nerdy here, but what this reminds me of, what I'm trying, also kind of what I'm emulating, is Salesforce has a thing called Trailhead. This is kind of how they basically onboard people in using the Salesforce app fundamentally. And so their whole thing is you create an account, you get points, and you go through lessons. Can we just pick something? Yeah, it's basically like this. It's like you have an account, you start a lesson. Each lesson is X minutes, and then you have to, it's basically like this. This is kind of like this is where I'm getting the idea for this app. It's basically like, let's make Trailhead, but instead of for Salesforce, you're learning NLP stuff from books. And it's like, I like how it's all organized. And then you go to the very bottom, and then you have like a question kind of thing. You can also do single sign-on with Supabase. I could definitely see that. Like I mean, I feel like Replit may be the one to invest in out of all these. I could be wrong, but okay. So now it keeps bugging out. That's still cool though. Skip to lesson. Start the lesson. Now they got the concept, and then they could go through. Map is not the territory. Yep. Person A feels thorough. Person B feels criticized. This is, I may actually go through this because it's a good refresher anyways. Positive intention, no failure, only feedback. Yeah, this is actually dope, what I'm looking for. And then communication, here's what you could learn and stuff. I mean, the other thing, so right now it's being very simple, just kind of clicking through it. kind of getting some bug and the little buggy there, but I'm not worried about that. I kind of feel like Replit would probably be the better one, or maybe Bolt, or definitely, yeah, Cursor. I think so. I think Web3 and with Cosmic, I think you're right. I think it has to be a Replit or Cursor or a Bolt to do. This is like, I can see how you could outgrow this pretty quickly, but this is like for real. But I'm still like, Replit is still a really good version to just do to like do basic business tools, like your day-to-day stuff. Like, this is like super handy. Interesting. What else? Let's just play around with other stuff. What else do we have here? Okay, sidebar that. You could hide your trail. Hide that. You could toggle between. And then you got the code base. Bubble.io. Probably Bubble. Bubble's a little easier to use, but I think at that point, I feel like Bolt and Cursor may be the best ones. It stores it all here. Interesting. And then you got this, and then you hook it up to Supabase. I'm not gonna hook it up right now. Well, let's vote in the chat. Which one would be better to build this in next? Would it be Cursor, Replit, Bolt? Go ahead and put one of those in the chat. AI sees me. What's up? Because we'll play with another one. I just want to get practice with each like app building tool, because I can see Lovable for like creating quick mockups for very simple business tools, like really nice. It feels like it's more for like UI stuff. Replit. I feel Sharon says Replit. I love Manus, but I'm biased. There's nothing second to Manus other than RooCode, which eventually we could do RooCode. All right, let's go into Replit, because I hear nothing but good things about Replit. All right, make me a, let's do the same thing. Let's sign up, and we're off. Okay, and then I want, just a pro tip, when you sign up for new apps, always sign up with the email and password. Don't do the account sign in, because then you could create it with, I'm going to do this off screen real quick, because then you can do it with, one password, and then you get a unique password and login for every account. And it's just, I find it's just better, especially when you need someone else to get into your account to do stuff. Like, then you don't have to deal with the dual login. Okay, I'm signing up for Replit right now. Signing up. Okay, cool. Do my name. I'm going to use personal use. Do free. Start with an account. Start creating. Okay, cool. We're in. Welcome to Replit, everyone. Tonight we're going to learn Lovable and Replit together. Well, we're just kind of playing with it. Okay, let's verify my email. Hold on. Confirm. That's that one, Replit. And verify. Okay, cool. Verifying emails. Nice. Nice. Because now we could take the same BRD requirement from, okay, so you can go straight to it. Replit is nice. Yeah, I think Replit may be the go-to one, but we'll see. Okay, now we can take this, and if we go back to our original business requirement document, that was version 2, which I think we could just, I don't think it has a token limit, so I think we can just give it both. Let's see. Okay, blah blah. This is the entire book. Bear with me. I have to scroll through an entire, okay, we could just cheat. That's a whole book. That's the milling context window. That's actually pretty dope. Okay, we should be getting close, okay, there it is. Cool. Okay, there we go. Here's the first requirement document. This is what I want here. So actually I'm going to copy this I'm going to actually save this in Notion. First, product requirement document, paste. I don't know, because it just, and then I could do the second one here. Here, second, PRD. I'll get that later. So now we're going to go here. What do you want to make? Oh, I have quite the document for you. Paste, okay, translate, da 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 da. Hold on. Okay, here. Copy and paste. Okay. And yes, start building. All right, let's see how far. I mean, this was pretty good for like a version 1 of this. Like, I definitely want this. nlp.com/level-up, and then you go and you sign up, and then you could go through these exercises, and like, yo, that would be a dope game. It's super nerdy. Super nerdy. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna have Replit. What do you need? Build. Reference the documents. Okay, so it's configuring. All right. Thinking. I'll analyze the object-based thing of an attached file of the prototype based on your project. Okay. Reviewing my message. It's like, oh, this is an advanced user. He's like, most people just ask me build a website or a habit tracker for the first time. This guy means business. Hey, what would you like? Would you like any of these additional features? A reassessment, back to track? Sure. Advanced NLP techniques? Sure. More sophisticated data? Sure. Journaling for that? Sure. Tat, get notified. Okay. It's like it's like put your phone number in it and we will text you when your table is ready. That's pretty funny. All right, I'm already impressed more with Replit for sure. For sure. I'm excited. I really want to now. I want to turn this into a full app by the end of the week, like for sure. Okay, while it's working, NLP request. Oh, you can kind of see while it's building, kind of thing. Interesting. Next to Bolt. Okay, while that's working away, let's do Bolt. Why not? Let's keep the party going. Okay, let's sign in. Let's do email and password. I'm going to create an account off screen. While I'm creating an account, you guys can watch this. Mindwalker. That's pretty dope. Exciting. We need some sound effects, John. I've been totally down the TikTok rabbit hole this whole weekend. And I could play like, I don't know if you guys want to do like smooth. Oh, I can't play any songs because like YouTube is listening and YouTube gets sensitive around like copyright baloney stuff. Anyways, okay, so, oh wow, this is, so I'm going to create an email. And then based on Tom's advice, I really got to change the whole, what's this, bolts. I really got to change the name for simple text skills. This stuff is not simple text skills. This is advanced AI superpower God level skills. I'm really thinking hard about changing the name. Okay, cool. So while it's doing that, I'm creating a Bolt account right now. So sign in. Oh no, I want to create an account. Okay, there we go. That's why. And then username. My username is always the same. Mad Scientist. That's been my gamer name since I was a kid. I refuse to change it. Mad Scientist for everything. It's even my gaming name when I play first-person shooters on Steam. Okay, so now it's going to confirm my email. Okay, so always confirm my email. And then confirm. So Bolt is built into StackBiz, or did I just not create the right account? Okay, it's for me as a hobby. Continue. So is this Bolt? Bolt is StackBiz. Did I get lost somewhere? Bolt.new. Did I just create an account for something? This is new Bolt.new. So sign in. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, that doesn't make sense, but okay. Now, what I want you to build, I will put you to work. Okay, I want these as my requirement. Copy. This, I'm also going to save this conversation here. This is becoming valuable. I'm going to save this in my Notion file. See how I'm saving a whole project file. And then here, I can say Google Gemini product requirement documents. I'm just gonna save that, so I have that link. So that's saved. Super. It's just how I stay organized. Oh wow. Oh wow. So it's doing checkpoint stuff. Roll back. Oh, it's installing packages. Okay, cool. So it's nice. Oh wow. Home, quest, skills, profile. Pretty sick. Yo, way better. And then you got different levels for report, goals, acuity, reframing. I'm a level 7, 5000 XP, changing perspective. That's like, oh yeah. Recommended quest. Yo, nice. Then you got this. Okay, cool. Then, I'm logged in. So now I want the requirement documents from here, so we could give this to Bolt and get Bolt. Hey, Bolt, go to work. And go. All right. We've got 2 software developers working for us right now. We have a team of software. Look how smart I look. Every time you see code, people are just so impressed. It's like hacker time, hacker music, hack the planet. The best movie in the world is called Hackers. I don't know if you kids are old enough to remember when this movie came out, when Angelina Jolie was back in the day before she went crazy. Well, she was still crazy, but this movie is awesome. That's what I feel like for right now. That's literally my gamer tag is like mad scientist, for sure. Like it's always has been, it always will be since I was a kid. I was like, this is mad scientist stuff. Hell yeah, this is dope. I'm like, my brother's a senior, super senior like software developer, and like homeboy would be so frustrated like trying to teach me how to code because I learned like the wrong way how to code. And he can never, he's like, ugh, he'll always get impatient trying to teach me, and he's like the worst teacher. But if I showed him this, I'd be like, hey bro, what's up? I'm a coder like you now. I'm an AI software developer, get some. What's that, bro? How much was that $10,000 coding bootcamp that you paid for? Yeah, mine cost me nothing. What is Expo? What is this? Okay, billing app. He spent $10,000 on his coding. That's wild. $10,000 on a coding bootcamp to learn like full stack software developer, and here I am. Whatever. That was like, oh look, bro, a bug. How do I fix a bug? I press a button. My brother is going to be completely out of a job. He's screwed. My brother took years and tens of thousands of dollars to craft his thing with as a become a software developer, and here we are in this world where I now have 2 senior I have a team of software agents working for me right now to build my app. Let's go. This is such a superpower. Like, this is why it's so important to, 1, play with the tools, and then 2, learn AI skills, because it's going to be the differentiator. It's like, literally, it's like you're either going to have AI skills and know how to use these tools, or you're going to be screwed. Like you have no job security. Like it's wild. Welcome everyone. We're learning how to build an app using Replit and Bolt. Oh no, another bug. What should I do? Press the button. You fix it. There should be a toggle. I feel like there should be an auto toggle button here that just says auto auto debug. Like, don't ask me. I'm not going to read it anyways. Ooh, nice. Oh, this is going to be cool. How you doing, Replit? What you up to? Is my table ready? Is my dinner served? No, the chef is still cooking. Okay, take your time. Send me a little buzz when you're ready. Build a backend with these, not possible yet. For sure, yeah. There's still a lot that, like, I'm clueless of like how to deploy all this, but for a mock-up, for something fun, like, dope. Here we are debugging by debugging one button at a time. Every software developer is furious about vibe coders and like, this isn't coding. This is and I'm like, bro, it's like this is the future. This is this is me on a Sunday late at night learning how to code and building an app in less than an hour with no experience. Like none. Absolutely none. I just have an idea and a perseverance and I'm curious. 3 dangerous skill sets of an AI entrepreneur. Hold on, there's a mosquito. I gotta kill this mosquito. Okay. I hate mosquitoes. Oh my god, they're so annoying. Writing code. This is a true hackathon. I killed a real bug. Here we are, squashing bugs in Bolt. Bolt has a bug squash, and I'm crushing actual mosquitoes, killing real bugs. It's a tough job being a software developer these days. I have to stay attentive to my environment. Hey, how you doing? This error occurred. Are you done? I'll fix the error. So what'd you do? Ooh, you have something. Back in what come in the next 3 to 4 months, and then bam, build everything. Yeah, right? Okay, we got something. Hey, I could even change what phone? Heck yeah. Give me, wait, where are some of the other options? iPhone 16, enhance. Being dumb. Okay, what do we have? Wait, de-enhance. Okay, we got icons. Okay, so it's doing the survey. Very interesting. Bolt is very basic, but it gives you more of like the wrapper of the app itself. Interesting. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's okay. Cool. So we did our survey. Assessment complete. 58 out of 75. I'm a competent navigator. You have solid NLP skill. Okay, so then view recommended. Oh, nice. Okay. Do we own the code in Bolt? I don't know. Probably someone smarter on the call can answer that one. I just don't know. I'm sure there's ways to like export this. Oh, and then some lessons, and then you got achievements. So this is like an app. Bolt is like if I want to do an app. The thing I don't like, I'll be honest, the thing I don't like about apps is you have to go through a whole approval process to get on an app store. I'd rather just have a web app. Everything is web apps. So like Bolt is +1 for functioning to get me maybe to an actual app. Like if I want to put this on my phone, for sure, like this is valuable. But I find in today's age, apps are actually not the way to develop. Or like final stage, you want a web browser starting off more, and then later on you scale into apps as well. Because the whole Google and iPhone app store is like notoriously hard to like get through. It's not impossible, but the stuff they have you do is like, and then they get a cut of your revenue, which is like, I don't need a middleman. So then we got so this is interesting. Let me enhance so you guys can see us playing the game right now. Nice. So Bolt is pretty quick. How's Replit doing? What you doing, Replit? Replit's creating some servers, doing some JSON. I know what JSON is, but I don't know what you're doing. He's working hard. So my agent is working hard. Good job, Agent. Keep working. Agent 47, do your work. This is such a valuable skill set. Okay, so then I want quests, foundations. Okay, so it completed the first step, just like how basically Lovable. What are you doing, Lovable? I leave you alone for 5 seconds. What are you up to, Lovable? What are you doing? Start my project. Could not start a sandbox machine. Did you go to sleep, Lovable? I should give you a task because you're just sitting idle. Not gonna lie, Lovable's UI was actually really dope. Like this as a web app is like super dope. See, I love this like vibe. Need a bake Instagram. I'm not gonna lie. Hold that. I would share 100%. I bake cookies. Oh my gosh. So I would definitely share for late night snacks. Did someone say cookies? The fat kid in me said, "Hell yeah!" You know, it's hard. I gotta keep the energy and the electrolytes with the water. So you gotta have electrolytes and cookies. You know, gotta pay attention while we're hacking the planet. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Oh wait, whoa, yo, you have pictures, Replit? Y'all making pictures? What you doing over here? Oh, I like that. I think Replit's going to be the one, the MVP for sure. I could see Bolt if I was going to make an app, but I just don't feel apps are really valuable in today's age. Goalmaster. Okay, I'm going to abandon Bolt. It's cool, but everything. Because here's the other thing too. That's also you're going to like. That's also going to be trippy. Phones are eventually going away. Like phones themselves as a device, they're eventually going to go away. Remember Blackberries? Remember flip phone? Remember Nokia? Like all the button phones? How that's no longer a thing. Phones are eventually going to go away because of wearables. Everything's going to be voice command. I'll show you while we're waiting still for. Oh wait, is it done? Oh my. Oh, excuse me, audience. My agent needs my feedback. I'm being dumb here. We'll have necklace. Yeah, everything's gonna be wearables. That's gonna be the future here. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? I gotta see. So I've deployed the NLP request, the RPG educational game, teaching this. I've created this. I've done this. I've done this. This is better than an intern because it actually shows you it actually did work. Intern would be like, yeah, I've been working for the last hour, but listening to Joe Rogan podcast. Can you navigate the welcome page and try to use it as an application? How does it look and feel? Oh, that's nice. That's real polite. Why, thank you, Replit. You're so nice to say, hey, try it out. Let me know some feedback. I definitely will. So it creates a little browser. Oh, ready to share to the world. Hello world, this thing. F yeah. F yeah. I want to hello world this to the world. Like, okay, Replit is worth investing as a skill set. I'll watch some Replit YouTube videos this week, and we'll have this. We'll basically turn this into. We'll turn this into a workshop topic for the AI community, where we'll go much deeper into this. Um, did we cook your steak to your liking? I know it's like wow. It's like smell. Okay, so welcome to the NLP game. Begins your journey. In this adventure, you will discover powerful techniques and mental models, complete your requests, earn achievements, and your first challenge will be a baseline assessment. Create my character. Oh, let's create a character. I'm going to call you Mad. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it the text? Oh, it's the text color. That's fine. You can't see it because it's like, we'll fix the font there, but 100% has to be Mad Scientist. Oh, it's username. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna do M Scientist, and then what shall we call you? You shall call me Dr. AI. Dr. AI. So you can see Dr. AI. Select my avatar. Fuck yeah, I'm a wizard. Hell yeah. Begin my journey. Yo, this is dope. This is so dope. Okay, wait, sorry. I'm trying to make this dope so everyone can feel. This is dope. Okay, welcome to your quest. Da 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 da. Oh, hold on. We got a little bug. We have a little bug. Spam, wizard, begin your journey. Hey. After I create my username and my regular name, by the way, you need to change the text of that to black because it's matching white, comma. But then after I select my character and I go to start, it just takes me back to the home screen. So here are, so if you look at the business requirement documents, there should be a portion that talks about the different lessons. So the next screen is that the user could do the assessment, get a score, and then they can start the different lessons. Something like that. It's thinking. It's sending it to the mothership. Shut the freaking door. Sharon's like, what is going on? This is wild. When was it? I think it was like February. I think it was February 1st. February 1st, I started this whole live stream series. We could actually go back. Like, this is actually kind of wild. This is where how far I've, like, personally I've come, because like I started this AI made series going live, and I started documenting my live series. When I went to, when did we start this series? We started this series 2 months ago. What's the date? We start, oh, it doesn't tell the actual date. Okay, 2 months ago. So 2 months ago, I started this whole series, and I was like, I'm going to live stream my journey learning AI. And Sharon's like, yeah, I first saw you in February. That's when I was like, oh, I think live streaming is a thing, so I should live stream and I should just talk about AI. Then we started building Make.com. We started getting into DeepSeek. We started doing more Make.com. Make.com was like the big thing. Then we got into Vappy. Then we did more. Then we did chatbots. Then we did. Now we build custom GPTs. Now we have gone and done so much in the last just 2 months alone. Like 2 months later, I'm building apps. Like, that's wild. Okay, still thinking. How you doing? Click on it, it will show you the date. And it just shows me 2 months ago, which is like, show me the date. I would love to know when. Oh, I could do probably this in the settings. Like, I think if I do... And the first series, we wrote a book, which is kind of fun. Hey, write a book with AI. I thought that was fun. Now we're like, build an app with AI. Should have a date somewhere. But then look at it, it's like, yeah, this is just a few weeks. Like, see how this was posting 3 times a day, and then as soon as I started doing live, then it's like, boom, live stream. So this, oh, there you go. Shout out to E. So we started that. So that was January 23rd was when we started this whole live stream series. Like, and we've been progressing, which is wild. Like, this is just 2 months ish. Oh, look at John, who had a beard. He has no idea that he's going to be writing apps 2 months later and having a community of 62 amazing entrepreneurs to teach AI, and his vision of having a online community will happen. He has no clue. How cute. Ha 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 ha. You can really see I just haven't changed. I've been doing just the same thing for like 12 years of just teaching tech online and stuff. Like, you can't stop that vision, can't stop that passion. Nice. Okay, so what you doing, Lovable? Lovable is doing some Lovable. I can see Lovable if I need a quick MVP mock-up for something. Like, that's what I would use Lovable for. But you're gonna outgrow it pretty quickly.
Like I can see why people like go to Lovable to build websites. That's a use for it, which is good to know. Buy Lovable. Lovable is like the last. Remember the last time you logged into MySpace and then you just never logged into MySpace ever again? That's what it's like with Lovable. I did it. I probably won't log into it ever again. That lasted quick. Sorry, Lovable. I found something better. We got and here I was thinking, I was like, oh no, Replit, Bolt, those sound really advanced to intimidate until you play with it, because we're just playing with it at the end of the day. This is where the fun of AI happens, when you have no like financial incentive to like kind of thing. It's just kind of like you just tinker with things. You just like, I let's just press buttons and see what breaks. And this, because this will eventually turn into, because I'll tell you exactly, there'll be a time, either a few weeks from now, that I'm going to be like, oh man, I wish I had a business tool that can do it. Like basically from the custom GPT class, like I'll show you guys this. Like I met a business owner, and I mean, he had to do an estimating tool. He needed an estimating tool. So this was just built. It's just basically you put in some variables for like, hey, I need a sod estimate for like this grass. It takes them an hour and a half to do an estimate. Like the next step would be like, how do I sell this tool to all business owners that do this? Now with the skill set of Replit, that's where I would go. It's like this will be the evolution. It's like build an MVP in a custom GPT. Have a great night, AI. See me. He's on YouTube right now. And then, so build the MVP. Let's just do yes to all. Build the MVP in custom GPT so it acts the way you want. And then from here, functionality wise, then I would move this, because like this is an estimating tool. Like he was going to pay some software development agency $10,000 to build this, because of that's how valuable and so a pain set it is for his business. Now with Replit, I want to go through the full walkthrough of like, okay, now that let's say the app is done, how do I sell the app next? Whatever, put it behind a paywall, or publish it online. Um, then, because I'm always thinking about like business tools. When I build a solution for one niche, I want to be able to sell that to all their competitors. Like that's where the money is, more or less. Um, but this is dope. This is, I mean, plus at the same time, just kind of like selfishly, I want to create my own RP, like on my own games. Like if this works out, I would love to turn some of my favorite books, business books, marketing books, personal development books, mindset books. I would love to turn those into interactive games. Like that would be, because there's like books like this NLP book. I really want to like beat about a boo to boo to boo to boo to boo. Like I really want to sit down and reread this book, this one, but I just don't have the time. I could throw it in and make it an audiobook for sure. That's great. But to turn it into an interactive game would be something else. That's a whole different experience. It exercises your brain differently, because now you have to like interact with it. You actually have to press buttons and go through it, and like it's a totally different experience than reading a book or an audiobook, for example, too. So this is a whole different thing. Navigate Web3 says, I write Web3 sci-fits or sci-fis. Yo, Navigate, you definitely have to be on in the. We definitely have to talk, because I have my sci-fi book that I made. Actually, it's on YouTube. I don't want to find it right now, but it's technically here. I saved it in social media. Where did I save it? Actually, I'll just get it from. I don't want to get it from YouTube. Courses. Here we go. This was the audio book that we created. First audio book. Okay, here it is. So this was an audiobook that was written purely with ChatGPT, and then used 11 Labs for the voice. And I finally finished it. It's a 2-hour audiobook. It's really good. I love the
by
soundtrack.
Jonathan Acuna.
That's me, mad scientist,
Chapter 1.
Dr. AI.
The Signal Beneath the Sand. The desert night was unnaturally quiet. A warm wind skimmed across the dunes, whispering through the excavation.
Super dope. I'm like super nerdy. It's like that. That was fun. Cause like I'm not gonna lie, the inspiration for those, there's these series. Like we're getting off topic, but we can because honestly, my robot. Oh, are you done? You are done. Oh, oh. I'm sorry. I didn't realize my table was ready. What do you? Okay, so you uploaded. I've done some stuff. What did you do? Let's see. What did you do? What's in the box? What's in the box? Okay, wait. How do you play? Took a screenshot. Needs my feedback. Okay. Right? Oh, dude, Web3, we're going to be really good friends. Because there's like, this is all the stuff we do. Okay, I want to create my character. Didn't fix that, but that's okay. I'm a wizard. Begin my journey. And then it just takes me back to the home screen. Needs a lot more work. I think it's from the requirement documents, basically. I'll actually use this image. Oh, wait. Use this image to create the mock-up for the lessons to show after the user creates their character. By the way, after I create my character, it just takes me back to the home screen. It should start the assessment based on the product requirement documents. Then after the assessment, why am I typing? Assessment, it should then show the screen, which is like the reference image, to show all the lessons plus their XP, if that makes sense. And then I could just add that image I have from the mock-up. Here's the mock-up image. Go. So I feel like there should be a tool actually to create like wireframes. I feel that's what I'm missing here. I feel like I have the business requirement documents, but I need to create the wireframes next to guide how I want the screens. So maybe I think like a Figma kind of thing. That's what I feel it's missing. I need to create like mock-ups for the app, how I want each screen to look at like, and then the business requirement documents plus the screens, and then I feel like it could build a better app. So I'm missing that skill to actually learn to like give that is what I'm missing or something. That's interesting. Okay, it's working along. Working hard, making an app. Hey, 12,000 likes. Appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. Figma is a great choice, but maybe also Gamma with a little bit of Midjourney, right? By the way, let's just get sidetracked for a second. I saw this. This is completely sidetracked. We have time to kill anyway, since my robot is doing this coding thing. I got the gist. I just want to play with this for a little while, and I got the gist of like how to start, how to do it. That Figma thing would be next. I'll learn Figma, and then I feel that would make this even more dangerous. I just want to show you. I want to try this. ChatGPT. This is completely random topic, but I saw this image and I'm like, create a square image. Why am I typing? Ugh, like a Neanderthal. Create a square image of metallic metal, like the shiny metallic from the movie Terminator, because I want to have that as a model to later reference period. Just create the square image and draw it so that we can see it from as like a mock-up. Oh wait, wrong one. We're talking to the wrong AI. We're talking O1. We don't need O1. Sorry. Finish reasoning. Give me 4. Okay, here. Draw this image. No, stop reasoning. Start a new conversation. Here, go. Okay, yeah, this is what I want. This will make sense in a minute, because I want to play with this. Basically, this guy was doing like text, having it draw text, but you can style the text in different like materials, if that makes sense. So your text can be different materials, in like a logo, for example. Okay. Then draw a image of the letters Dr. AI is amazing in the material of the shiny material referenced above. It was something like this. Basically, you can stylize instead of having it, because we've all seen it draw text. Basically, it could draw text perfectly, but you could have that text in different materials, which is what I wanted to try here. I know, super random ADHD, and we're kind of like getting sidetracked, but it's like these are the things that we're testing to see. kinda, yeah. And then just remove the background is what I want. You've been talking to Sesame too. That's perfect. Now, actually, damn, that's pretty damn good. I want to save that, actually. That's really good. Wow. That's actually really cool. These are the random things, but that's interesting. So it's like basically just stylizing text with materials. It's just interesting. I was like, oh, kind of did pretty good. Basic Photoshop, I know, but there's people, it's their entire career to be able to do something like this, and we did it in 2 prompts, like basically, which is interesting. Okay, I think we are out of ideas and images for now. Replit is kind of working its way. It's done. It needs my feedback. Okay, last time. Let's try it out. Hey, begin my character journey. Spam, 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 wizard, begin. And then it just takes me back. Okay, so Replit needs, and it needs the Figma design, basically. That's basically all it needed. Okay, so I'm okay with, so now I'm going to just go back to home, and I'm going to just bookmark this Replit. So I'm definitely going to bookmark it. That's a skill set. I'll definitely like practice more. Is Cursor more for apps? I don't know. I don't have experience with Cursor. We may work with something like that. Sharon's like, wow, that took 2 minutes, right? Right? Because then you can remove the background. And then you could put that in like whatever product or something like that. You can like basically you could take that, drop it into Canva. Canva has that text or that, and basically then it can do whatever you want from there. Man, nice. By the way, GenSpark is really powerful. I really like GenSpark, so thank you to Sarah for GenSpark. That is like super dope. And Google Studio, this is pretty useful as like an assistant that I could just dump a lot of, if I have like a lot of information that I wanted to do something with. I could definitely see this for like attorneys and stuff like that. This is really powerful. Next we'll get into we'll look at RuCode a little more and stuff like that. While we're here, let's just let's do this. I want to start a new conversation because I have one last magic trick. one last magic trick, and but wait, there's more. You gotta end in a finale at least. So I'm gonna still this is still valuable right here. This is the NLP, basically a workbook guide that all the large language, like everyone will work together to do that. So I'm gonna give this download as a PDF. I'm going to give that to a new Google Studio conversation. And I'm going to say, use the attached PDF document to create a well-written story that teaches the principles of NLP. It's got to be a story. Just trying to think. And then here, upload the file, because I'm going to turn that into an audiobook using 11 Labs, or a podcast actually. Let's turn it into a podcast. Or actually we can take that document and then we can give this to we'll give it both to Notebook LM, because I still want to listen to this. So create new. Okay, so we'll upload. So once Gemini gives us this book or gives us this new story, we're going to take this and then give this to Notebook, and then I'll get a podcast that I could listen to and kind of like re-listen to the book and principles without having to read the whole book, if that makes sense. I'm still going to like get a W somewhere. So we're just kind of waiting for this. This is perfect. So this will be the better way of like learning a topic, is using Google Gemini 2.5, trying to like say it a lot more times so it like goes in my brain. And then I'll take this, which is perfect, and then copy, and I'm gonna just put it in here. Actually, we could just go, let's do a new one. Docs.new. Ever use High Level? Yep, highly recommend High Level, only if you're a marketing agency. I don't recommend it if you're a business owner. Don't use Go High Level if you're a business owner. One of the guys in the comments, David. So here I want NLP story. I'm going to download this as a PDF. I'm going to give this to Notebook LM because it's free. So here's the story. Nice. And then then here I want to generate a podcast. And then while it does that, I'm going to go to 11 Labs. I'm just honestly finding more excuses to burn through the credits, basically, since I have the credits anyways. Might as well. And now from here, I could do the podcast version, which, sure, why not? Upload, story, and I don't want Chris and Jessica. Those are like horrible voices. I'd rather have the podcast with Demon. You guys gotta have some fun somewhere. I want it between Grandpa Spuds.
Let me tell you what my grandpa told me when I was young.
And I want it between Grandpa Spuds and
I have crossed oceans of time.
and John Doe. Deep, yes. Sarah's like Nightmare NLP. You'll remember it. It will be definitely, because basically that's how you hack your brain, is you have to like consume the information in a novel way, and your brain will be like, oh, I've never heard of this before, I'm gonna pay attention. And so it's a way for you to like hack your brain. That's one way. Trauma. Okay, and then generate. It's a short story, so it shouldn't take that many credits anyways. So now it's generating a podcast. I'll need a ChatGPT for therapy, I know. And then now we have the podcast over here, so it's like, okay, so it's generated. So we're technically generating two different podcasts we could compare. I'd be interested to compare the results, kind of thing, because I'll definitely probably use this to learn a new topic or something, because maybe like even taking the books and then running them through something like this will be interesting. And then so now we have to wait for our AI narrators to generate a story. This is where the fun is. This is where you're just playing with the tools for like no objective, and just like, because then there'll be a tool of like, oh, I finally have a need for a podcast, or finally have a need to consume something new, a new topic that I want to learn or something like that. This is great for like college kids to basically like learn a new subject or something. 50%. Oh, nice.
Okay, so today we're going to dive into some really fascinating stuff, I think. We're talking all about NLP.
NLP.
Right, neuro-linguistic programming. And, I think a lot of people, when they hear that, they think like, oh, is this some kind of like the mind control thing, or like,
Yeah, it sounds a little mysterious.
Yeah, it sounds a little mysterious.
Definitely.
But it's really not. It's really about like understanding the connections between your neurology, your language, and your programming, like how you've kind of been programmed over the years to respond to certain things. And ultimately, the goal is to give you the tools to become the architect of your own experience.
Yeah, and to give you a concrete example of how this plays out in real life, we're going to follow the story of Alex. He's a participant in a workshop run by Professor Alistair Finch.
Professor Alistair Finch. Yeah.
And Alex is a great example of someone who starts out just like many of our listeners might be. He's curious about NLP, but also maybe a little bit skeptical.
Right, yeah, like almost too good to be true kind of thing.
Right. And he's facing a pretty common challenge, right? He's got this huge client presentation coming up, and he's feeling all that pressure, that familiar anxiety.
I know, sorry.
Exactly. And he's also feeling kind of stuck in his career, like he's not really moving forward the way he wants to.
Right. And I think so many of us can probably relate to that.
Absolutely.
Like that feeling of being stuck.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do in this deep dive is we're going to follow Alex's journey through Professor Finch's workshop. And we're going to highlight those key NLP principles and exercises that he encountered. The framework of the workshop draws heavily on the work of Andreas and Faulkner, which is, foundational to NLP. And our mission today is to extract that actionable knowledge from Alex's experience, the kind of stuff that you can actually apply in your own life to manage your own challenges, reach your goals, that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so let's dive in.
So the first thing Professor Finch had Alex do was to kind of get a clear picture of where he was at before even starting to dive into the techniques. So he had him complete a self-assessment, which used a simple 1 to 5 scale to rate himself in different areas,
right?
Like how well he sets goals, his level of self-awareness, how effectively he manages his mood, things like that.
And I imagine that takes some real honesty to be that introspective.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
And Alex's initial score was a 38, which put him in a...
So that's Notebook LM, which is basically created a 27-minute podcast, which is super interesting. What's up, Candy? And then here, I really want the demon voice. Nothing is just... The thing that encourages bad choices is saying, do the demon voice, do the demon voice. Okay. Here's 11 Labs.
You know what blows my mind? Our brains are basically running on outdated software. We're still using Stone Age programming to handle modern challenges. But there's this fascinating story about how one person completely rewired their mental operating system.
Spuds.
That's quite a bold claim. What exactly do you mean by rewiring the brain?
Well, it's this incredible case study about a guy named Alex who used something called
That's pretty
NLP,
aggressive.
neuro-linguistic
Pretty
programming,
aggressive.
to transform from being paralyzed by presentation anxiety to mastering high-stakes client meetings. The fascinating part is how systematic the whole process was.
I've heard of NLP, but honestly always thought it was more pseudoscience than practical application.
You know, I felt the same way until I dug into the actual techniques. The core
I don't
principle
care. We're
that
gonna
really
export
grabbed.
it. It's good enough for now. Export. So now we're gonna export this. People in the community are gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" Win. That's the win. I told you I gotta end on a high note. We gotta end on a good note. That's the win right there. Okay, so then export. Oh, it's gonna cost me 36,000 credits. Please, worth it. Charge it. I have an army of AI assistants. I can literally generate anything now. Apps, audiobooks, podcasts, research assistant. Like, this is dangerous. I have so much superpowers. There's no limit to your creativity at this point. This is incredibly super powerful. I'm like laughing too much. This is this is the mad scientist. Now you guys know about me and the mad scientist call. Like, wow. Is it done? Oh, sorry. Okay, it's 33%. It's almost done. And then for people inside the AI community, you guys all will get this as a post. So you'll get this whole NLP podcast. So you'll get the actual book. You'll get the notebook LM version, and then you'll get the 11 Labs version, which people are gonna shit their pants for the 11 Labs. Save that there, and then let me know your thoughts. Oops. There we go, 11 Labs. I love Circle because I could just like upload as much content as I want. So what software? So basically, just to kind of recap, we used well, let's start over kind of thing. Hey, Dr. AI is missing. See, look, that just looks dope. Anyways, sorry, that was cool. So we started with Ocean of PDF for a book, basically. So Ocean of PDF is where you can get all sorts of books. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. And then from the books, basically we took a very popular book. For me, it's NLP. And then we ripped it through basically Google AI Studio, because Google AI Studio has a new update, which is Notebooks or Gemini 2.5, which is apparently the smartest. I would say it is. It's definitely smarter and faster than DeepSeek and ChatGPT 01. So for sure, I would say Gemini is a very valuable. Like, have this bookmarked so that you can give it as like a really powerful personal assistant. It's not like a Manus and it's not like a GenSpark. It's just a powerful DeepSeek, basically. Let's put it like that. And then from there, we built an app. We went into a whole building an app. Then I had it re-summarized basically to create a script. So it's a short, just what is this, a 4-page script, very simple, just a very simple 4-page story summarization of the book. And then we ripped it through 11 Labs. I want the demon, hold on, sorry. I want Grandpa Spuds and the demon. Actually, no. I want two, we're gonna go back. I have it already, so hold on. I just have to now. Okay, I want to create a podcast. I want wait. Yeah. I know where to get it. So here, I want the NLP story, and I want it between, there's some really good ones. There's the child or kid. Actually, we could just do some of these.
Of course not. But it's the little details that tell the real story. Oops. Did I distract you?
Laid back. We'll have the talk between Sesame and Demon. Yes. Do I want it? Ooh, our bulletin conversation short default. Do default. I'll burn the credits. I don't care. And then actually just do it short. Do a short version because this is just for blanking giggles right now. Ooh, more settings. Do I want to emphasize? Okay, here. So then generate. So now it's generating. Oh my word, this is going to be great. This is going to be the most laid back chick talking to the demon about NLP. Yes, 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 yes. My imagination is amazing. These are the things that scratch my brain, that make me go, ah, that's satisfying. This is this is what we use technology for. Billions of dollars have gone into this technology, and this is what we use it for. Okay, so let's go back. It's cooking. And then we'll call it a night there. So we'll end with laid back chick talking to the demon. You guys ready for this? Okay, by the way, just hit that like button just a couple times. We appreciate it. Here we go. Hold on for your seats. Let me get the mic.
Ever wonder how some people can completely rewire their brain's response to fear? There's this fascinating story about a guy who transformed crippling presentation anxiety into peak performance using something called NLP.
That's interesting. What exactly is NLP, and how did it help him?
Well, it stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and it's like having a user manual for your brain. He learned to create these mental shortcuts, like pressing his fingers together to instantly trigger confidence.
You mean you can actually program your mind that easily?
Well, it's not quite that simple. He had to practice specific techniques, like visualizing success in vivid detail and reframing negative thoughts as a feedback rather than failure.
So what happened when he finally gave his big presentation?
That's the amazing part. Instead of freezing up, he used all these tools together. He matched his clients.
Wait, I want one more. Just one more, because my brain makes me go, yay. Let's see. I think that's good, because there's ones that's like the kid. I think it's stories.
Hi, I'm Amelia.
You were looking for a tip.
In the middle of every difficulty lies
There was
opportunity.
one. We're getting a little too relaxing in meditation.
Welcome to the
journey.
Welcome to
The journey is long, but every step you take brings you closer to the answers you seek.
Okay, Emily, that's gonna be really aggressive. Emily the Whisperer. Okay, we gotta add her. And then we go back to home, and then projects. How do you see next? Oh, here. I think it's this one, NLP. This one. And then here, this will be between the two. We can change this one, which is Emily. Oh wait, no, sorry. Here. Oh man, I never figured this part out. Oh, that's fine. We just do another. Doesn't matter. Create podcast. Here. NLP. Oh wait, no, that's audiobook. Podcast. Here, I want Whisper. Emily. From meditation.
Never mistake motion for action.
Hey, Emily. Emily Whisper. That's the one I want.
The journey is long.
Use.
But every step you take
Perfect.
brings you closer
And
to
then
the
here.
answers you
I know we're
seek.
basically beating a dead horse at this point, but this is too much. Let's call it here.
But where can I see the projects though? Text, voices, home. That's weird. It's like, how do you see your old projects that you're working on? I want to see all my audio tools. Oh well. Oh, here we go. That's what I want. Okay, story. Here. Demon. Oh, the host voice. No, it's the host. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay. So then Emily.
Never mistake.
No, where's Whisper? Oh, it's not going to let me find it. Emily Whisper, why won't you let me view it? I guess she's only for certain ones. Okay, whatever. Still, we got enough done. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're good. We got enough action here. This one was the 11 Labs.
You know what blows my mind? Our brains are basically running on outdated software. We're still using Stone Age programming to handle modern challenges. But there's this fascinating story about how one person completely rewired their mental operating system.
That's quite a bold claim.
So
What exactly do you mean by rewiring the brain?
Well, it's this incredible case study.
Go. All right, we're good. We are good.
We've done enough damage. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to another episode of Jonathan Loses His Mind. No, I'm just kidding. This is Dr. AI. We play with AI tools. This has been amazing. This has been a moment we will all walk away with and be like, now you know what's possible with AI. This is wild. Just a quick plug, if you guys want to join the AI community, we're doing a lot of courses on stuff like this. This is where this whole thing is. Plus, we have a ton of courses on this. And then this week, we're going to have more workshops this week. Everyone wants to, build a voice agent with Vappy is going to be the main topic so far. So that's going to be awesome. So if you guys are interested, join the AI family. That's the plug right there. Let's take a moment and I feel like I need holy water after this period. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Have a blessed week. I'll definitely see each and every one of you in future lives. Share these lives with your friends. I'll see you later. Bye. That's amazing, Sharon. That is truly, truly amazing. We all learned a lot. We all definitely learned a lot. This was a magical moment. This magic.